now, we've been talking about this book all show long. It seems to be the hit of the show, Break Ground Without Breaking Up, 7 Keys to Securing a Strong Relationship by Building and or Remodeling Your Home. And I have the authors here, Sandy Berendez and Laura Longville. Hey ladies, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
So what inspired this book?
What inspired this book is my customers, my clients were stressing me out. As an interior designer, I'd get in my car and leave the job, and it was just like, man, the design work was the fun, easy part. It was the relationships and the discord and unease and conflict they have between them. And I'd say, I'm not that great at being married, so I don't know what to tell you, but, you know, let's get on with picking colors.
Now, do they pull you, because I mean, as a designer, I deal with this a lot myself, and a lot of times for me, they pull me into these conversations that I really don't need to be involved in. How do you manage that process?
I've said to them in the past, say it's a husband and a wife, and oftentimes the wife will take me aside and say, don't listen to what he says, just go along with what I want. And then I say, in front of the two of them, that you hired me as a professional. I will speak my truth and what I feel to be right for the project. Sometimes the wife will win, sometimes the husband will win, sometimes they will, well, yeah, I mean, I win. But I stay authentic as far as what is the best decision.
Have you ever encouraged a relationship to go its way it should go? Like, if for instance, if we're, because a lot of times what I've come to learn is when a situation comes out of this in a relationship and it's a strong battle back and forth between husband and wife, there's obviously some bigger issues going on in the relationship, right?
Right.
Are you seeing this?
I do, but I don't go there because I'm not skilled in that area.
So that's where I come in as the therapist and the life coach, is to be able to help with the relationship issues, address that piece. You know, relationships are challenging to begin with, and then you add home construction or remodeling on top of it. It's just kind of a recipe for more stress and disaster sometimes.
Do you ever advise people, like, hey, I think you guys shouldn't do that?
Well, yeah, you know, or you need to get some help. You need to get some help to sort through the stress and the discord. And oftentimes they argue about money is really one of the bigger issues. Stress, and then, you know, as you know, there's a lot of unexpected things that happen.
Yeah.
So we help deal with that as well.
Well, I always say when people say, what's the budget for the makeover? I always say it's this plus 30% of that.
Right.
You know, because it just always goes over. You know, and no matter how good you are at saving money, there's always going to be that unforeseen thing that can happen.
That's right. In our book, we talk about having a 20% cushion, only to be used in cases of emergencies, and really only use it for emergencies. And that seems to really help.
Now, have you had some real extreme circumstances where, you know, things are like you have to call in your partner here, Laura, to reconcile?
Yes, I have, actually. There have been times when we've talked on the side about it, and we're gearing up to work more as a team. So it's a new business for both of us. The book is new, just out in October, but we plan to present as a team more and more in the future, just because it would benefit the client, the contractor. We have a whole specialized piece for contractors, remodelers, architects, designers, students.
Well, I mean, based on experience, you got to imagine that some of this frustration and stuff comes from sometimes not hiring the right contractors. And as a designer, you're not always, you know, if a homeowner comes to me and says, hey, I got this great guy, Joey, who does all my work, I want to use him. You're kind of sometimes bound to that, and then what happens is Joey ends up being a schlock and he doesn't do the right stuff, and now you're in the middle of this whole bigger situation. You know, with what you guys do you come in with your own team, construction team?
Well, if they're already in the middle of it, then I sit down and talk to them, and I come from what I expect, and it's touchy because I don't want to talk down about anybody in my profession or a general contractor, but I do say to them, we're off track here, let's see what we need to do, and I help them come to their own realization that we should ditch this and take another route.
You know, I think sometimes people don't understand the whole process that you're going to go through, and so part of what we want to do is educate them what the whole process looks like, what kind of resources they're going to need. And so we want to help with that.
Yeah, and you know, to me, I got to be honest with you, ladies. I'm more of I'm going to tell you like it is kind of guy.
Good.
You know, and I will be the first person to tell a client, like, listen, this guy's full of crap. You know, if you want to work with me, then you got to listen to what I'm saying,
right?
Or not.
Right.
You know, we won't work together. That's completely fine too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that works.
You know, when it comes to whether it's a building project or a remodeling project, is anyone less difficult for the client? Have you found at all?
I think remodeling is more difficult.
Especially when you're trying to live in the middle of it.
Right. Well, and then they start to act like they're building and not understanding load-bearing walls and issues like that. So
the irrational thoughts start coming in, like, oh, I want a skylight.
Right.
Emotional.
Yeah. It's an interesting world. So where do you see this book going? I mean, Ahmed was just talking about potentially pitching you guys for a reality show or something.
Yeah, it could be very interesting if it was a reality show. And you know, we can get it. We have it on the web, so people can get to it that way. Build, remodel for couples, or they can go to breakgroundwithoutbreakingup.com to get the book, and it's on Amazon and Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned stuff here about speak your truth. Be honest; it's the best place to start rebuilding the foundation. Speaking your truth is a hard thing for people, you know, especially when you've been in a relationship and there's so much undertone of issues that have nothing to do with the rebuild or remodel. Right,
and most of the time we see that around finances. And in fact, Sandy's got a great story of a couple that lied to each other.
Oh, not that story. Oh, okay.
Please, let's hear it. Whenever somebody says not that story, that's what I want to hear.
Well, this one was pretty tricky. I had a husband-wife, a young couple, and the wife worked from home. And she worked hard. She brought in money, and her husband did. So they were a two-income family.
Was she the breadwinner most of the
She was at that time, but there was family money from his side. Okay, so they were building this big house, and he was involved in every little thing, which is fine. Well, when it came time to accessorize the house, I would give her an invoice, and she said, well, I'm going to pay you in cash what it is you asked for, but I want you to do a different invoice for my husband so he doesn't see what it really costs. So those are
much deeper issues that go on there.
And
that's interesting.
So I did it because I wanted to get paid.
And she's not sure she'd do that anymore today.
Well, yeah, now I understand that that's a real murky area.
Well, did the husband catch you?
I don't know if he did or not.
Does he live in Chicago? Is he listening to this show?
No,
hopefully he's not.
But that's not the only one. There's been other ones like that.
See, that's interesting. Where the wife is actually asking you to not necessarily do anything illegal, but to kind of be, you know, a little shady with her husband.
Well, participating in financial infidelity, really.
For shame.
Isn't it?
Listen, I get it. I mean, but then that means that the guy's probably a jerk, and she can't explain it to him.
For some reason, they can't talk honestly with each other. There could be lots of reasons for that, but it's kind of a sad situation, really.
Yeah, I mean, people can have a field day with. I can have a field day with this topic. We got to have you girls back on when we have more time.
That'd be great.
And then really take some callers, because I'm assuming this is one of those things that go untalked about a lot.
It is.
And you know, and we as designers see it with clients all the time. But I like the idea, Laura, that you're actually part of this to bring in the psychological aspects to it and help maybe resolve some of these issues, because they could be, you know, relationship threatening, as you guys put here in your book.
Right.
There's no makeover in the world that should break a relationship down. I get it, though, if you guys aren't meant to be together, meaning the couple, and this is just one vehicle to bring that out.
Right.
It's unfortunate that we would have to be, you know,
in the middle of that.
In the middle of it, but at the same time, it's like, hey, it was meant to be. I guess that was the whole reason the universe brought you there in the first place.
Right. Well, that was one of the reasons my husband and I didn't build, because we didn't want to get divorced.
There you go.
But we did.
Just keep
I mean, we
renting
ended up
and
building.
stay
Right.
married. I like
Right.
it. Well, the book is Break Ground Without Breaking Up, 7 Keys to Securing a Strong Relationship While Building or Remodeling Your Home. The author, Sandy and Laura, are here with me. They'll definitely be on my show in the near future so we can get into this topic further. Ladies, good luck with the book. And
Thank you.
real quick, where can they get it again?
Build, remodel for couples or breakgroundwithoutbreakingup.com.
Available on Amazon and all that stuff,
Amazon
too?
and Barnes & Noble as well.
There you go, folks. All right, so we're still here broadcasting until 3 p.m., and that's the Ideal Home Show Chicago at McCormick Place. There's still time to win great prizes, including, well, we just gave away the pod chair, and but there'll be some books to give away. We have a design consultation, and you know, either way, come and walk the aisles. There's fantastic deals in remodeling and design. And here's a little secret about the show. On any of these home shows, come Sunday right before the end of the show, you get the best deals. Just ask these vendors, because there's like, you know, people selling pound cakes and spices and meats. Come here and get a great deal on this stuff. They don't want to take it home. That's here at the McCormick Place at the Ideal Home Show Chicago.